Boom, 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 boom. We are live. It's Chris Igoe Home Group, powered by Remax Direct. And it is Get Some Wednesday. It is February 5th. And that means we are 36 days into the new year. There's 330 days left in the year. Where are you at on the momentum train to success? Are you on the right track? And for me today, it's about creating the consistent actions that line up with being on that right track to success. So for me, it's all about connecting with what's up, Dade real estate. Let's go get some. Also, I'm very pleased to announce I'm down to 1 cup of coffee a day. I didn't want to overdo it. So I just have the 1 cup. And there's an old saying, if the cup's not big enough, get a bigger cup. I'm only good. I'm not really going to drink that big pot of coffee, at least not right now. Anyhow, where was I at this? So it starts with the daily commitments to the success actions that are going to take you to where you need to be. For me, it's calling the daily expireds, canceleds, for sale by owners. I call those the triple-headed monster of lead generation, right? So I import those from Vulcan 7. Vulcan 7 is my data provider. I put those into the Mojo Dialer. Mojo Dialer is mojosells.com. They have a triple line dialer function, which allows me to crank through a list fairly quickly. And that's basically what I'm going to do right now. I will say this, a little public service announcement. So I am, I've grown up in South Florida. I've lived here all my life. I'm red. I've got red hair. It's not as red as it used to be. Pasty skinned with freckles. I burn easily. And I only tell that to you because if you are like me and you grew up out in the sunshine, you probably need to get an annual skin evaluation, a skin cancer screening. Go to the dermatologist, get that checked out on an annual basis. If you're like me, get it done on a quarterly basis. But I had 2 a precancerous things zapped off my head. You can't even tell. And then I had a basal cell carcinoma that they had to scrape off, and it's not a big deal whatsoever, as long as you catch this stuff early. If you don't catch it early, it's a complete disaster, and it eventually can kill you. But be proactive, be aware of your health, take care of your health, and go get your skin checked out if that's applicable to you. But again, not a big deal, right? So here we go. There are 16 records to call. Of those, let's see here. Of those 16, 5 are going to be filtered out. They're in price points that I don't particularly care to talk to, which gives me a grand total of 11 to dial right now. Typically, do I like to call earlier? Yes, I think it's best to be one of the first people to connect with these home sellers who have been on the market. Their agent failed them. They're getting bombarded by other realtors right now. That's okay. There's no bad time to get on the phone. So I prefer to be early for the daily expireds, but there's never a bad time. So make hay while the sun is shining. Go out there and get some. Again, mindset wise, I've got a fiduciary responsibility to connect with these home sellers whose agent has failed them. I'm going to intercede. I'm going to give them my value proposition. I'm going to help them find the one buyer on planet Earth willing to pay more than anybody else. And that's it. So here we go. All right. Let's see. So I am going to log into the dialer. But before I forget, very important, a little bit of housekeeping. We are constantly helping buyers from around the country and around the world buy homes here in South Florida. So if you or anybody you know is even thinking about moving to South Florida ever, we would love to help. We'd love to pay you a FAT referral for that connection, and we'll help them find exactly what they want, get them the best deal possible, and we would love it. So if that's something we can help with, you know where to find me. We service all of South Florida, from West Palm all the way down to, from Jupiter all the way down to Miami and everything in between. So Broward, Palm Beach counties, St. Lucie County, Dade County, Boynton, Boca, Delray, Lake Worth, Coral Springs, Parkland, Fort Lauderdale, Deerfield Beach, you name it, we service it, and we would love to help. So if you're looking to escape winter forever, if you're looking to escape the tax man, if you just want to come to South Florida, we'd love to help. All right, so here we go.
Using your touchtone phone, please enter your PIN number. Your PIN number.
Put that coffee down. Coffee is for closers.
Please press the start button on your screen.
And we're all closers in here, so drink up, my friends. Stay frosty.
System. 5, 6, 1.
Girl, I will not leave a message. So I will not. Hello.
5, 7, 7, 0, 8, 1, 3 is not available.
Hello, this is Chris Igoe with Remax. I'm giving you a call. I noticed your property listing was canceled in the MLS. I was curious, how on earth did the property not sell? We specialize in selling properties just like yours in Lakeview. We've sold 15,000 homes since 2008. We're averaging one a day. We've got active shoppers looking for properties similar to yours in Delray. I would love an opportunity to bend your ear in relation to actually getting it sold. If you would, please give me a call back. My direct number is 561-516-2442. Again, 561-516-2442. Thank you. Now, typically, I do not leave messages for anyone unless I know it's the actual person selling the home. In this particular case, I did because the price point was so high. Why? I mean, why not? I doubt it's ever going to get listened to. It's probably the wrong number, but I would rather an at-bat than no at-bat. So let's swing the bat. But don't swing it like that or you're definitely going to miss. Hello.
We are not available now.
All right. Let's go, Mojo. Let's go, Mojo. And whoever told you cold calling isn't fun, lied. It's fun. You just must callous your mind. Learn to have selective amnesia. Learn what to say. Hello, this is Chris Igoe.
Hi, you've reached Linda Merchant. Please leave a message and I'll return the call as soon as I can. Thank you.
Hey, Linda, this is Chris Igoe with Remax. I'm giving you a call. I noticed your property listing was canceled in the MLS. I was curious, how on earth did the property not sell? We specialize in selling properties just like yours in Burnup and Sims Estates. We've sold 15,000 homes since 2008. We're averaging one a day. We've got active shoppers looking for properties similar to yours in West Palm. I would love an opportunity to bend your ear in relation to actually getting it sold. If you would, please give me a call back. My direct number is 561-516-2442. Again, 561-516-2442. Thank you. Now there's some real good multitasking, right? What's up, Allie? What's up, Jason? If you would please be kind enough to click the link, join me over on YouTube. We're looking to expand that channel and help more people get better on the phones, do more business, set more appointments, callous their mind, body, soul, spirit. Let's go, win the day. Hello. Hey, it's Chris Igoe with Remax. I'm giving you a call. I noticed your property listing was canceled in the MLS. I was curious, how on earth did the property not sell?
I don't know what property you're talking about.
Oh, I may have the wrong number. Are you the owner of Grand Bay Drive in Boca? Is that you?
No, I sold it years ago.
Okay. So the new owner actually had it on the market and it left the market unsold. I'll take you off the list so you don't get any more phone calls from us. But a quick question in closing.
Yeah, I had about five.
Yeah, no, you made the list. Sorry about that. I'll take you off it. But do you know anybody out there thinking about buying or selling real estate that I might be able to help? Be honest.
I've been an agent for since 91 here.
Outstanding. Who are you with?
Glenn.
Are you happy there?
I've been there since there were 8 of us. There's 400 now, 480 agents. So.
Yeah, we're looking to expand on that level too. Just so you know, I'm with Remax Direct. We've got 6 offices down here in South Florida. We've sold 15,000 homes since 2008. We're averaging 1 a day. If you do,
okay.
All right.
I'm with clients right now.
Oh, you're with clients. Good. Yeah. So would it offend you if I texted you my contact information so that you have it this way?
Yeah, I'm not interested.
Oh, okay. If you were interested, would you be interested? It sounds like you're not interested. Okay. So that was the wrong number. I've got to put together a script for recruiting agents. I don't have that because I'm not really actively recruiting agents, at least not on my cold call dial session in the morning, but I should put one together.
That has not been set up yet.
Okay.
Goodbye.
I'm going to do that today. So perfect case in point. And I talk about this. Let me just. All right. So that is a perfect example of in real time. I did not know what to say because I don't typically, that's not really what I'm looking for. I'm not looking to expand my business with recruiting agents through cold calling. Although I am interested in expanding my business, but I find that's through attraction as opposed to promotion. And those agents who want to work with me tend to find me on their own, right? But it would be useful for me to have a pitch for that. So I just found myself in a scenario where I didn't exactly know what to say. Now, I know it wasn't the right audience. I know she wasn't really a candidate, but I also know that if I have that bullet in my gun, then in the future, I can use that bullet to my advantage. So so just to give you a real-time example of when that happens to me, I'm going to take this legal pad, old school, low tech, and write create pitch for recruiting agent or rebuttal. So I have that in my arsenal and I know what to say the next time that happens. And I mean, I can wing it, and she obviously wasn't really receptive, but I would rather have something that is direct and on point rather than me winging it. So there you go. That's what I'm talking about, Jason. Hell yeah. What's up, Parker? What's up, Kyle? Hey, if all of you would be kind enough to click the link associated with this live and join me over on YouTube, I would be forever grateful. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, tell a friend. And if you or anyone you know is even thinking about moving to South Florida, then please send them my way. I'll pay you a FAT referral and get the job done at a very high level. All right, so we are 7 records. Hello. Hey, it's Chris Igoe with Remax. I record my calls for training purposes. My records indicate that your home is for sale by owner. Is that true?
Yes, it is. And I was an active realtor for 46 years and owned my own company, Wentworth Realty on Lake Road.
I love it.
So,
cool.
If you would like to show it, you are welcome to show it. It's 3% for the agent that brings me a buyer. That's okay with you?
3% is fantastic. Now, let me ask you this.
Yeah, it's a co-book, yeah.
I got it. Yeah. Now, are you listed flat fee in the MLS right now?
No, I expired in MLS maybe 6 months ago. If you go into expired listings, you'll find me at the same price, $650.
Okay.
And it's you have to get all the pictures and stuff in the MLS under expired. So
yeah, so
to review everything.
I will give it
a. Only, are you interested in home land particularly, or?
So full disclosure, I wear many hats. I'm a real estate buyer. I'm also a full-time realtor. We have a full-time, full-service real estate team that works together to accomplish your real estate goal. And just so you know, I'm with Remax Direct. We've got 6 offices down here in South Florida. We've sold 15,000 homes since 2009.
I know. I know all about Remax. In fact, they used to take people from me.
Yeah, and probably still do. So let me ask you this.
Company anymore. I closed my business and went out of business in '08, but I've been there since I've been there since '76. My wife opened the business in '74, and we had an office building across from Mom's Kitchen on Lakewood Road. It now belongs to an attorney. But are you familiar with that name?
I love Mom's Kitchen. I go there all the time.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, if you look across the street, you'll see a 2-story building that is now another color. I can't remember the color.
I know exactly. Yep, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yep. I live, just so you know, I live in Canyon Trails. I'm in West Point, and I'm not too far from you. Let me ask you this.
Yeah, I know. There's somebody who wants to buy my house from there, and they need to sell their house first. So, however that works out for them.
Yeah. Well, so let me ask you this: would it offend you if I ran an analysis on the price of the property and emailed that to you?
Well, I could send you the appraisal if you want one.
Well, no. So I listen. Appraisals are subjective to some degree. It's what a bank obviously would lend at. I'm more interested in what a buyer would pay and what the comps look like. And if it's no skin off my back,
you don't need to share it with me. You can just share it with your customer if you want. That's fine. I'm not looking for any help or analysis. I mean, my wife was an appraiser for 10 years, so she knows how to do it. And the bank gave us a better appraisal than I was actually expecting it. They gave us a 670, and we're only asking 650.
Yeah.
We're looking for a buyer that's got some cash, hopefully.
Yeah. So that's outstanding. Now my question to you is,
you know what's really funny? I've had 6 calls from agents this morning.
Yeah.
So we showed up somewhere.
Well, no, you made the list. That's so. Just so you know, when you put your property out there for sale by owner, data companies source that information. They sell it to realtors just like me.
You know what it is.
Yep.
You know what it is. My son did that. He's also an agent, but he's no longer active either. But he worked on it, so he put that in there. That's what it is.
Got it. So I'm going to be very upfront with you, right? And one of the things that we do here, 30% of my business comes from helping people just like you. I get that you're experienced. You've got a very long career in real estate, longer than mine. But we specialize in finding the one buyer on planet Earth that's willing to pay more than anybody else. So let me ask you this: if you knew absolutely for certain that by doing business with me, 2 things would happen. 1, the home would sell. 2, you'd end up with significantly more money, bottom line, than you could get any other way, with or without an agent. Now, I know that's a big promise, but would you at least want to hear more about it? Be honest.
No, well, I'll be honest with you. It doesn't impact my end of things. Basically, we've had some contracts, and they just haven't worked out. But it doesn't seem to be the problem with people wanting to buy it. It seems to be a problem with the people
finding the right buyer.
Don't have cash that want to buy it. Well, no, it's just they don't have cash, and they don't end up coming up. I don't sign a contract unless I know that they have a loan commitment.
Right, absolutely.
With somebody if they're coming in that way. So point is, believe it or not, there was an agent that bought me a contract that was acceptable, and he lost his customer because he said the guy went and got his own license, and now he isn't going to buy it through me. He's going to buy it through his own agency. And he says, if you do that, this is a guy who said this to me, because if you do that, I will sue you. Of course, you can't sue another agent. You know that. Of course, I'm not an agent anymore. I'm inactive, so I'm a licensed active.
So I'm going to throw something out to you.
So
If I'm going to throw something out to you that I think might appeal to you, because I'm all about creating win-wins, and it sounds like you probably are on the right track to selling the home yourself. Are you familiar with what a smart seller program is? Has that ever been brought to your attention?
No.
Okay, so what it is, and it's twofold. It's if your marketing finds the buyer, if you find the buyer yourself, there is no commission. Period. End of story. If I find the buyer using my marketing, then it's the standard commission. But in addition to that, what I'd really like to do, because I do know the area well, is I'd like to do what's called a mega open house strategy for you. Do you live in the home, or is this a second home of yours?
No, this is my primary home, which I no longer care to maintain 5 acres.
Understood. Okay. So what we would do is we would market and expose the home to as many potential buyers as possible. And right now our database is filled with about 2,800 active shoppers. We're going to market and expose it, get you tons of buyers to our open house. The buyers that are interested in your home, those are your buyers. I don't want anything for them. However, a lot of the people who are going to visit the property won't want your home. They're not the right buyers. We would want the right to work with them and buy them homes. So it creates a win-win. You get a buyer for your home and I get more clients to work with. Would that be something you'd be interested in at least exploring?
I think I'm basically going to just keep doing what I'm doing, because I've had, some decent offers, and the only person that, I wish I had finished the deal with was the guy who was going to sue me as the guy came to me with another contract from somebody else, and I just didn't want to deal with him. Yeah. Maybe I should have dealt with him.
All right. Well, would it offend you if, well, listen.
I just didn't feel like I want to deal with somebody threatening me.
No, that's not the best way to start a business relationship. Hey, I'm going to sue you.
He is actually an active agent in your area, and he is the son or the brother of the owner of the company, and his company mostly does commercial.
Got it.
And what happened is the guy came to an open house twice. He came himself, and he came back with his wife. Then he came with this broker who was selling $1 million property for him somewhere else, and then he wrote an offer, and I more or less was going to accept it, except I didn't sign anything when I got the phone call from him saying that he was going to sue me if the guy came directly to me, and I just threw it in the trash, and I figured that out with him.
Yeah.
But we've had other acceptable offers. One lady was cash, and with the half of it, I was going to give her a mortgage for the other half, and then that fell apart.
So it sounds like you've had a lot of interest, but just haven't found the right buyer yet, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm not interested in being put out there. If you've got somebody, you're welcome to bring anybody through as long as they haven't come through. And if you write me a contract that's acceptable, I'll pay 3%.
Awesome. So here's what I'd like. Here's what I'd like to do if it meets with your approval. I'd like to lay eyes on the property and see if it's something we believe we can get you multiple offers on and sell fast. Do you have availability?
I'm not looking to show it to agents. I'm just looking at if you got a buyer and those flyers at the front door if you come by. Can you get into Homeland?
Yep.
Have you been in Homeland?
Yes.
I mean, at the guard gate is there.
Yeah.
Right? Has anybody giving you trouble coming in there? You might just say you're a real estate agent. They might
No, just so you know, first of all, I get into every. I've got basically access to every subdivision in South Florida. I'm top 11 in the state of Florida. I get 98.2% of list. I do that in an average of 45 days. So getting into the development is not an issue. What is an issue is finding you the one buyer on planet Earth willing to pay more than anybody else, and that's what we specialize in. So what I'd like to do, are you in the property this afternoon or this evening?
Not really. I've got appointments out. But listen, I really don't want to show it to an agent. If you've got a buyer, if you want to bring a buyer, you can come through and look at it with it. And if they're not interested, that's fine. But there's pictures and expired listings. There is stuff at the front. As you go by, you can take a thing out. A page of photographs, and it's got a page of information.
So the value proposition that I'm going to throw out to you is look, the flyers, all that's well and good, but my active database that I'm working with, and again, this is hand to God. I'm not buffaloing you.
Really,
what I'm
77 years old, and I really don't want anybody else coming through here unless it's a potential buyer.
Yes.
And if they just want to look and they don't like it,
I got it.
If they want to like it, fine.
You sound like you could wrestle a bear to the ground. You sound like you could wrestle a bear to the ground at 77 years old. What's the secret?
Maybe in my day. Actually, I have another house where the bears are.
Well, I'm not surprised. You sound like, what's the secret to longevity? I'm 44.
You mean in the business?
In life, how are you? You sound like you could wrestle a bear. You're 77 years old. What's the secret?
Well, I'm probably within a reasonable weight range of what I should be at my age. I don't smoke. I don't even drink. And I respect the Lord and what He's given us to do for ourselves. So I look to you to help me out here.
I love it.
And when He's ready to help me, He will.
I think today that you've got a little bit of divine intervention, whether you know it or not. So here, I'm going to just throw this out to you. I know you don't want your time wasted. I'm not going to waste your time. When I talk about coming there to lay eyes on the property, here's what I mean by that. I do not have one set buyer that I think is an active shopper for your property right now. I've got 2,500 of them that are in my database. I am active on social media and I engage with them all of the time. So when I go there to preview your property, what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot some content in-house, no charge to you, nothing like that. And I'm going to blast that to my database. I'm not going to sit here and tell you every time it produces a buyer because that would be disingenuous, but a lot of times it does. So what I'd like to do is square away some time with you this afternoon or evening or whenever works for you near term. I'll do that content.
Well, here's the thing.
Yes.
The housekeeper's here right now, so the best time to show it to yourself would be after she leaves at 2 or 3 o'clock or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'll be at an appointment in the afternoon, so I'll be back, somewhere around hopefully 5 o'clock, maybe 6 at the latest.
Okay.
But it's still late at 5, isn't it?
What's that?
It's still late at 5.
It's still late at 5. Yeah.
If you want to come by at 5, I'll tell you what. Why don't you call me at 5 and make sure I'm home? Pretty much, I'm sure I will be back from my appointment. So my appointment's not here, down the road a couple towns, but I should be back by 5. And I'm sure my wife will care because the house will be in clean condition like a housekeeper leaves it when she leaves. So, okay.
Outstanding. All right. So just so there's no misunderstanding, the number that I called you on, is it your cell phone?
Yeah, I only have a cell phone. I dumped my home phone because I just stopped answering it. They just pound you every day. So.
Yeah, so me too.
The cell phone. What's your name?
My name is Chris. My last name is Igoe, and the way you'll remember that, I go, you go, we all go. You'll never forget my last name.
Okay.
You got it. When we get off the phone.
I go, you go.
Yep. When I get off the phone, I'm going to text you my contact information so that you have it. If you would, just save it in your phone. I know you're getting pounded by other people. I want you to remember who I am. And then I'm going to see you tonight at 5. I will call at 4:30 or text at 4:30 just to make sure we're good. And if not,
I'll know at that time. I'll be there. At 4:30, I'll know if I'll be on the time.
Super. Now, one last question in closing, okay, and then we'll get off the phone here. When I do sell the property and get you more money than you ever thought possible, will you do an amazing testimonial?
I'm paying 3%. It's a co-broke. I'm a realtor, retired. You're a realtor. I'm co-broking with you. I'm not giving you bigger fees. Okay.
No, that's not what I'm asking. I'm asking, will you do an amazing testimonial and tell everybody what a great job we did?
Sure.
Outstanding. I love it. I'll look forward to seeing you tonight at 5.
If you sell it. Okay.
All right, my friend. I'll talk to you later, or see you later. Bye.
Bye.
So I'm going to print that lead. I think he's crazy as it relates to price. I don't know that yet, but As soon as I do know that, I will determine whether I'm actually going to go out there and meet with him later today. Also, I want to see where he's located because it might be a great spot for a mega open house. Now, here's the deal. When somebody tells you they did an appraisal, do you know what that means to me? It means nothing because appraisals are marketing documents sometimes. So if you do a private appraisal, I can go out there and get an appraiser to give me any number that I want. So, oh, we're doing an appraisal. Great. I want 700. They'll come back with an appraisal that says 700 on it. A bank appraisal is very different than a private appraisal. So the fact that he has an appraisal to me does not mean anything. And that's why I want to do the analysis as it relates to price. He wasn't really, I mean, that guy wanted to talk and talk and talk and talk. So I let him. But if he's at all reasonable as it relates to price and when I do the analysis, and it's in a good location, then I might meet with him later. Or if it's not me, I'll send somebody out there to go do that too. Because that is a good rep for somebody, maybe just not me. We shall see. But that was a good talk. So if you noticed, I did try to build rapport. And when he told me how old he was, I tried to pivot on that and ask the secret of longevity. I did want to create a little bit of, well, not a little bit. I wanted to create some rapport, make him think that we're actually engaged in a conversation as opposed to me directing him to setting the appointment, which I eventually did. But he might be, you want clients that are motivated sellers. And
the voicemail of Joe Rizzi, please leave the message. I'll get back to you.
he might not be there.
Please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hello, this is Chris Igoe with Remax. I'm giving you a call. My records indicate that your house is for sale by owner. Is that true? If so, please give me a call back. My direct number is 561-516-2442. Again, 561-516-2442. Thank you. All right, we're down to the last dial. What's up, Curtis? What's up, Brandon? What's up, my peeps? What's up, all things Knoxville? All right, so, dude, you are so close to popping some appointments that I can't wait to hear about your soon-to-be victories. You just got to keep pushing, get more reps in. I think the comment you left on my last thing was you didn't know how I was able to keep pushing. The one thing that I have different than you probably is an 18-year career selling stocks over the phone to complete strangers. So I've got a huge experience set of getting my teeth kicked in by people telling me to go F myself. But you develop and you learn to get what I like to refer to as selective amnesia, right? So somebody says something bad to you, it's in one ear, out the other. You start to become calloused to whatever they might say, and you learn how to deal with that. But you got to keep pushing. You have to keep pushing. And the fact that you're having this much success early on just means keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing, keep asking more questions. Get in front of as many people as you can to present, because you need the rep. I don't know your particular story, but I know for me, when I was first starting out with setting appointments, I was really good at setting appointments, even out the gates, because of my experience as a stockbroker, but I was terrible in person. My listing presentation sucked. I didn't have one. So I had to learn how to become comfortable in that space. I had to learn how to present, and then I became really good at that too. So now I'm really good at all aspects of it, but you will too. You just got to get after it. Yeah, Ben, get some. All right, I'm going to jump here, but before I do, let's just analyze what that looked like, what that dial session looked like. And again, if you guys are live on Facebook, please like, subscribe, click the link, join me on YouTube. I would very much appreciate that. All right, so today's dial session, there were 16 records. I think that's what it was. It got filtered down to 11. So it was 22 dials total, 3 contacts made. I define I define a contact as somebody who answers the phone and says hello. So we had 3 people do that. One of them was converted into an appointment. Look, that's probably not the best appointment. I don't even know if I'll go on it. That's yet to be determined, but I kept pushing, and I got the appointment. So give yourself options. Set a bunch of appointments. If you don't go on them, whoop-de-freaking do. You can give them out to somebody else. You can go on them, whatever the case is. But the magic happens when you get in front of somebody. So I just need to get a little bit more granularity in terms of where he's at in terms of price versus the market, which that area of Lake Worth, there's nothing even close to 650. And the fact that he's telling me he's got he's got an appraisal tells me he's out of his freaking mind. And also he probably knows more than, or thinks he knows more than he should, because he was previously a realtor. But nonetheless, I like going on those appointments too. So we shall see. But that's it. Hopefully you found this content valuable. And if you did, then please like, subscribe, join me on YouTube. And more importantly, we are constantly helping buyers from around the country and around the world buy homes here in South Florida. So if you or anybody you know is even thinking about moving to South Florida, we'd love to help. We service all of it from Jupiter all the way down to Miami, everything in between, Boca, Boynton, Delray, Lake Worth, Coral Springs, Parkland, everywhere. We would love to help, and we'd love to pay you a FAT referral for that hookup. So that's it. Go out there, get some. Anything I can do to help, you know where to find me. Make it a great day. Win the day, win the week, win the year. Get some.